Welcome to the dropship.com podcast. Today, we're bringing you more e-commerce insights, dropshipping strategies, and all the inspiration you need to grow your business. Whether you're a beginner or a pro, this podcast is your one-stop shop for success. Ready to roll? Here are your hosts, Ava and Noah.
Hey everyone, welcome back for another deep dive with us.
Yeah, it's great to be back.
Today we're looking at Instagram for e-commerce, and specifically turning followers into customers.
Absolutely.
And to go deep on this, we are using this dropship.com article called Instagram Sales or Bust, Turning Followers into Brand Loyal Customers.
Right, and you know one of the first things that really stood out to me was this stat.
Oh yeah.
They were saying that the average order value on Instagram is actually 23% higher than Facebook.
Wow, 23%, that's huge.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is?
I think it's that visual nature. You know, you're scrolling through and you see all these beautiful pictures and videos.
Right.
And suddenly the products are just way more appealing.
Yeah, and it's so easy to just tap, tap, tap and buy now.
Exactly. It really taps into that impulse buying.
Yeah, for sure. A picture is worth 1,000 add to carts, I guess.
That's a good one.
So, we're talking about how visual Instagram is, but then there's also that influencer element. Like, you see these people that you admire using a product, and then suddenly you want it to.
Exactly. It's that fear of missing out thing.
Yeah, so it's not just about the product itself. It's like the lifestyle it represents.
Right. It's aspirational.
Yeah. Okay. I'm starting to see why Instagram is such a powerhouse for e-commerce.
For sure.
So this dropship article, it actually lays out a 5-step plan to turn scrollers into shoppers.
That's right.
5 steps. Okay, I'm ready. What's number 1?
First up, knowing your audience.
Okay, so, that sounds pretty obvious, but I'm guessing there's more to it than just like basic demographics, right?
Yeah, exactly. The article stresses going deeper than just age and location.
Right.
You really need to understand their interests, their needs, their pain points.
So it's like throwing a party. You need to know who you're inviting and what they'll enjoy.
Exactly. Like, are they into music? Are they into gaming?
Right. Or like, do they have any allergies? What kind of food should you serve?
Yeah, exactly. You need to know those details.
So how do we figure all this out?
Well, the article recommends using Instagram Insights.
Okay.
That tool. It gives you so much information about your followers.
Yeah, I'll admit I haven't spent as much time with Insights as I should.
I get it. It can be a bit overwhelming, but think of it like a treasure map.
A treasure map. Okay, I like that.
It helps you find your ideal customer.
Okay.
It tells you what content they like, what hashtags they use when they're most active.
So it's like ditching those vanity metrics and getting to the heart of what my audience really wants.
Right.
Okay, I'm sold on Insights now. What's the next step?
Setting up your Instagram shop.
Oh, yeah. I've seen those little shopping bag icons, but I'll be honest, I haven't really used them much.
Yeah, so basically it makes buying super easy.
Okay, how?
Imagine you see a post with an outfit you like.
Right.
Instead of having to go find it on their website, you just tap the item and boom, you're right there, ready to buy.
Oh, so it takes you directly to the product page. That's so convenient.
Exactly. It removes all the friction.
Okay, so shoppable tags, got it. And the article also mentioned something about syncing with Shopify.
Right, so you can manage your orders easily.
Oh, so it streamlines things for us on the back end, too.
Absolutely.
That's fantastic. So we're making it easier for customers to buy and easier for us to manage everything.
Exactly. And don't forget good product photos.
Yeah.
Clear descriptions, accurate prices. All those details are important.
Right. High quality visuals and information are key. I'm all about that. Okay, so what's step 3? What's the secret weapon here?
Reels.
Reels. Okay. I have to admit, I'm a little intimidated by Reels. They seem like a lot of work.
I hear you, but trust me, the article makes a strong case for them.
Okay, lay it on me.
Right.
Why are Reels so effective?
So first of all, they reach more people.
Really more than a regular post?
Yeah, the algorithm loves them, so they're more likely to show up on the Explore page.
Okay, so wider reach, I get that, but do they actually lead to more sales?
That's where the engagement comes in.
Okay.
People are watching, liking, commenting, sharing. All that activity boosts your visibility.
So more eyeballs and more engagement, but how do we turn that into actual customers?
It's all about storytelling. Showcase your products in a fun way. Include a call to action.
So like a mini commercial, but not too salesy.
Exactly.
Okay, and I've heard that shorter reels perform better.
Yeah, the article says 15 to 30 seconds is the sweet spot.
All right, so grab their attention quickly and tell them where to buy.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm starting to see the potential here. It's about using reels strategically.
Right, and don't forget to tap into trends. Use trending audio and themes.
Oh, good tip. Okay, I'm adding reels brainstorming to my to-do list. What's next?
Step 4 is collaboration with influencers.
Influencers, okay. I'm thinking big name celebrity endorsements, but is that what they mean?
Actually, the article focuses on micro-influencers.
Micro-influencers, so people with smaller but more niche audiences.
Exactly, and that can be really powerful.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Tell me more about this. Why are micro-influencers so effective?
It's all about their audience, right? Their followers are highly engaged and interested in their specific niche.
So instead of reaching a million people who might not care, I'm reaching a smaller group who are already primed to be interested.
Exactly. And because of that, they often have higher conversion rates.
Interesting. And I'm guessing they're more affordable too.
Yeah, you get more bang for your buck.
Okay, so how do we find the right micro-influencers for our brand?
Do your research look for people who are already talking about similar products or topics?
So people who already align with our brand and whose audience matches our target market.
Exactly. And check out their engagement rates, their audience demographics, their overall aesthetic. Make sure it's a good fit.
Makes sense. And the article also mentions user-generated content.
Right. Encourage your customers to share their experiences and tag you.
It's like word-of-mouth marketing on steroids. People trust recommendations from their friends more than anything.
Exactly. And speaking of collaboration, don't forget about Instagram's built-in tools.
Oh, yeah, like what?
The collab feature lets you co-author posts with influencers, so you both get more exposure.
Oh, that's a good one. Okay, so we've got micro-influencers, user-generated content, and Instagram's collaboration tools. I'm feeling inspired. What's the final step?
Engage, engage, engage.
Okay, so it's not enough to just post pretty pictures and hope for the best.
Right, you have to actually talk to people.
Be present in the comments, respond to messages, all that good stuff.
Exactly. Think of it like a party. If someone starts a conversation with you, you don't just ignore them.
Right, that would be rude, but I will admit sometimes it feels overwhelming, all the comments and messages.
I get it. It can be a lot, but the key is to make engagement a priority, even if it's just for 15 minutes a day.
Okay, 15 minutes, that feels doable.
Yeah, and remember, even a simple, or a quick comment can make a difference.
So it's about showing your followers that you see them, you hear them, you care about what they have to say.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm starting to see how all these pieces fit together. It's not just about posting content, it's about building a community.
Absolutely. And when you create that sense of community, people are more likely to stick around and engage with your content and ultimately become loyal customers.
So we've covered the 5 key steps. Know your audience, optimize your shop leverage, Reels, collaborate with influencers, and engage authentically. But I have a feeling there's more to it than just checking off those boxes.
You're right. It's not just about the tactics. It's about the mindset you bring to the platform. And that's what really transforms casual followers into brand loyal customers. But we can dive deeper into that in the next part.
Sounds good. Let's take a quick break and we'll be right back.
Okay, so we've covered the 5 steps to Instagram success. Know your audience, optimize your shop leverage, Reels, collaborate with influencers, and engage authentically. But like you said, there's more to it than just checking those boxes, right?
Absolutely. It's not just about tactics. It's about the mindset you bring to the platform. That's what really transforms casual followers into brand loyal customers.
Oh, okay. I'm intrigued. Tell me more about this mindset shift. What does it actually look like in practice? It's about moving away from that transactional buy my stuff mentality and embracing a more relational approach. It's about building genuine connections, fostering trust, and adding value to people's lives.
So it's less about shouting sale, 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 and more about having a conversation, building a relationship with your audience.
Exactly. It's about seeing Instagram as more than just a sales channel. It's a community, a platform for storytelling, a place to connect with like-minded people.
That makes sense when I think about the brands I follow and engage with. It's the ones that feel human, the ones that share their story, their values, even their struggles.
Precisely. People connect with authenticity. They want to see the real people behind the brand, not just a perfectly curated feed of product photos.
So how do we inject that authenticity into our Instagram strategy? It's easy to get caught up in the pressure to present a perfect image, you know?
I hear you. The pressure is definitely real, but authenticity doesn't have to mean airing all your dirty laundry. It's about finding a balance between professionalism and personality.
So maybe sharing a behind-the-scenes glimpse of your creative process or introducing the team members who make it all happen.
Exactly. Let people see the human side of your brand. Share your story, your inspiration, even your challenges.
And what about those inevitable mistakes we all make them, especially in the fast-paced world of social media? Should we pretend they never happened or embrace the imperfection?
Honestly, I think people appreciate a little vulnerability. If you make a mistake, own up to it. Even make light of it. It shows you're human and that you don't take yourself too seriously.
That's a good point. Nobody likes that perfectly polished, never makes a mistake persona. It feels inauthentic and ultimately unrelatable.
Absolutely. And remember, it's a social platform. Engage with your followers, respond to their comments, have real conversations, show them you're listening and that you care about their feedback.
So it's about being present, not just posting and ghosting.
Exactly. Think about it. When you're scrolling through Instagram and you see a brand that's actively responding to comments, participating in conversations, and genuinely engaging with their community, it makes you feel more connected to that brand. You're more likely to trust them and ultimately more likely to buy from them.
It's like building a relationship. You wouldn't ignore your friends or family in real life, so why would you ignore your followers online?
Precisely. And the beauty of it is that every interaction, no matter how small, is an opportunity to strengthen that relationship and build loyalty. A simple, like a quick comment, a thoughtful response to a question, these little things go a long way.
It's about making those micro moments matter.
Exactly. And over time, those micro moments add up to create a powerful sense of community around your brand.
So we've talked about the mindset shift, moving from transactional to relational, but how do we actually translate that into concrete actions? What does that look like on a day-to-day basis?
Well, first and foremost, it's about shifting your focus from me to you. What are your followers' needs? What are their pain points? How can you provide value to their lives?
So instead of constantly promoting our products, we should be thinking about how we can solve our audience's problems, answer their questions, even entertain them.
Exactly. When you start asking those questions, your entire Instagram strategy transforms. Your content becomes more engaging. Your interactions become more authentic, and your followers become more receptive to your message.
It's about creating a win-win situation. We're providing value to our audience, and in turn, they're more likely to become loyal customers.
Precisely. And the amazing thing is that when you genuinely focus on serving your audience, the sales will follow naturally because people buy from people they know, like, and trust.
And Instagram provides the perfect platform for building that know-like-trust factor.
Absolutely. But it takes effort. It's about showing up consistently, even when you don't feel like it. It's about responding to comments, even when you're busy. It's about creating content that resonates with your audience, even when you're not sure what will go viral.
So it's about commitment, consistency, and a genuine desire to connect with your audience.
Exactly. And when you bring those elements together, the results can be truly remarkable.
Okay, this is all starting to click for me, but let's be real, we're all busy running our businesses. How do we make time for this level of engagement, especially when we're already juggling a million things?
That's a great question, and it's something I struggle with myself sometimes. But here's the thing. Engagement doesn't have to be this huge, overwhelming task. It can be as simple as setting aside 15 minutes each day to check your notifications, respond to comments, and engage with other accounts.
15 minutes a day, that feels manageable.
Exactly. And you can even break it down into smaller chunks.
Yeah.
Spend 5 minutes in the morning responding to comments, 5 minutes at lunch engaging with other accounts, and 5 minutes in the evening checking your notifications.
Yeah. Okay, that makes it feel less daunting. Any other tips for staying consistent?
Schedule it and literally block out time in your calendar for engagement. Treat it like any other important meeting or task.
Make it non-negotiable.
Exactly. And don't be afraid to use tools to help you. There are tons of social media management platforms that allow you to schedule posts, track mentions, and monitor engagement.
So we can work smarter, not harder.
Precisely. And remember, the key is to find a system that works for you and stick with it. Consistency is key.
Okay, so we've covered the mindset shift and the importance of making time for engagement. Is there anything else we need to consider when it comes to transforming followers into loyal customers?
I think it's important to remember that building trust takes time. You're not going to win someone over with a single post or comment. It's about consistently showing up, providing value, and building that relationship over time.
So it's a marathon, not a sprint. We need to be patient and persistent in our efforts.
Exactly. And don't be afraid to experiment. Try different types of content, different engagement strategies, different ways of connecting with your audience.
It's all about finding what works best for your brand and your audience.
Absolutely. And remember, social media is constantly evolving. What works today might not work tomorrow. So be adaptable, be open to new ideas, and never stop learning.
So we need to stay curious and embrace the ever-changing nature of the digital landscape.
Exactly. And most importantly, have fun with it. If you're not enjoying the process, it will show.
That's a great reminder. If we're not passionate about our brand and our message, it will be hard to get others excited about it too.
Absolutely. Enthusiasm is contagious. So let your passion shine through in your content and your interactions.
Okay, I'm feeling inspired and energized to take my Instagram strategy to the next level. We've covered a lot of ground today. The 5 key steps, the mindset shift, the importance of engagement, and the need for consistency and authenticity. But before we wrap up, I want to hear from you. What's the one thing that has resonated with you the most from our discussion today?
Honestly, it's the reminder that social media is all about connection. It's about building relationships, fostering trust, and adding value to people's lives.
I love that it's so easy to get caught up in the numbers game, the followers, the likes, the comments, but at the end of the day, it's all about those human connections.
Exactly. And when you approach social media with that mindset, everything changes. Your content becomes more engaging, your interactions become more authentic, and your followers become more like friends.
It's about building a community, a tribe of people who share your values and are excited to be a part of your journey.
Absolutely. And that kind of loyalty is priceless.
Okay. I think we've given our listeners a lot to think about today, but before we send them off to conquer the world of Instagram, I have one final question for you. We've talked about all these amazing strategies, but I'm curious if you had to pick just one thing that our listener could implement this week to boost their Instagram game, what would it be?
That's a good question. I think it all comes back to that mindset shift we discussed. So my challenge to our listener is this. Take a look at your Instagram profile through the eyes of a potential customer.
Okay, putting myself in the customer's shoes. Got it.
Now ask yourself, does your profile feel welcoming? Does it convey your brand's personality? Does it make you want to stick around and learn more? If not this week, focus on making just one change to inject more of that human element into your profile.
I love that. It could be as simple as updating your bio to sound more conversational or adding a behind-the-scenes highlight reel. Small changes can make a big difference.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's about taking those small steps, consistently building those genuine connections, and ultimately turning those followers into loyal customers who love your brand as much as you do.
I remember there are over 2 billion people scrolling through their feeds every month. That's a lot of potential connections just waiting to be made.
It really is an incredible opportunity. So go out there, experiment, have fun, and most importantly, make every interaction count.
That's it for today's deep dive. Thanks for joining us, and keep those curious minds engaged.
That's it for today on the dropship.com podcast. We hope you got some value out of this episode. If you're looking to stay ahead in e-commerce and dropshipping, the dropship.com newsletter is where we dive deeper into the latest trends, news, and strategies. Delivered every Monday and Thursday. Don't miss it. Subscribe with the link